Welcome to episode 493 of was Blood Omen. Right?
Right.
I mean, this is gonna be a long ass episode if we actually finish this game. I mean, series. I feel like this is gonna be another one of those, a lot of wandering around, and I could combine 3 hours of gameplay into 10-minute episode.
Definitely.
You think?
Yeah, oh yeah. So we're still trying to figure out.
When rainfall comes, vampires are wise to find shelter from its acidic touch.
So no, you're not supposed to be out in the rain. Oops. I have to be slower with my stabs. I need to suck some blood. So being out in the water is bad for you. A lot of loading screens. Any more skeletons? Where'd the skeletons come from?
I don't know.
What happens if you're like God at this game and you kill that group of 10 dudes at the beginning of the game? Or you put in a Game Shark code or something.
Right.
Then what happens?
Then I don't know.
Just send more at you, maybe?
Maybe you can't.
Or they're invincible.
Yeah.
So that's oh. You know, I gotta say, this game's kind of cool.
It is.
I mean, I'm sure it's gonna get way cooler.
You get your forms and stuff. All these different spells.
But I like how it's not super RPG. It's definitely more of an action game.
Right.
Like Loaded or something. Remember Loaded? The guy with the teddy bear and weird clown mask.
Oh yeah. I do remember.
Oh, please help me,
There, help myself. Okay, pushing is not. Maybe there's a boss coming up, or a bad guy. I'll save it. 5 days, 2 hours. How many days have I been wandering around?
Does it matter in the life of a vampire?
That was 6 hours. Makes perfect sense. Man, I missed another day of work. What if time went that fast?
That would really suck.
What if you'd live 10,000 years?
But yeah, I mean, if you're a vampire or something and live forever, then I suppose it
Is
would.
a vampire in training called a Vam Squire?
The world had changed to my
Definitely.
eyes. I had not expected such cruelty from the light. For in the embrace of the sun I could find no comfort, only malice. This would change in time for the worse, along with other things. Hunger and weakness are no bar to vengeance's call.
Hunger!
I will find my slayers and send them back whence I came.
Whence?
Dang!
Yes!
That was-
It turned into that skeleton! Dude,
Yes.
that was sweet.
Trickery!
As soon as they show you that video, you're like, I want to do that.
Sneering faces were forever etched upon my memory. I had
Get out of here.
crossed death for this moment.
Dude,
My mind
this game's
was
kinda
set to
cool.
save
It
one
is.
thought. I would kill.
What if we had this back in the day? You've watched me
Oh,
play it?
man.
than that from
absolutely.
vengeance sated. With my assassins dead, my quest was
Isn't
over.
there's a game kind of like this? It's like Boulder's Gate or something.
Yeah, back on the PS2 original Xbox days, they had a ton of games like this.
Yeah.
Like those the Baldur's Gate games, and Dungeons and Dragons Heroes and
Yep.
stuff, and the multiplayer.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like that.
Pretty cool.
I mean, it's like Diablo too. It's like a hack
Yeah.
and slash, but a little bit. Actually, this is probably a little bit better because the first Diablo didn't really have much going on.
No. Here you're kind of going with the story, and it's pretty neat.
It's deeper too.
It's pretty, yeah.
It's not like loot based though.
Right.
Not the
It's more of an
cause.
action, just like adventure.
Look to their
Yeah.
masters. Look to the pillars. And gain way to the fortress of the mind.
What?
Look to the pillars.
This isn't exactly what I thought this game was going to be like.
This was where the bloody deed of my murder took place.
Murder.
Okay. Ziegsterl. Oh. Is that even a bad guy?
Big guy.
Could have just been a dude.
Like a lumberjack or something.
Yeah, they just killed him.
Whoops.
This is where I died. Yeah, he was just a guy.
Whoops.
Well.
Going around killing people.
Well.
Oh well.
Oh well. What?
Oh well, these people don't like you.
Are they both trying to punch me? Why? Why? You can't. You don't stand a chance. What are you doing, dude? That guy's still walking back and forth. Can I kill him? Worth it.
God.
Worth it. I wasted it, but worth it. You know, I bet if this was a modern game, there would have been a secret achievement linked to doing that.
Probably.
For killing the bartender guy.
Kill that jackass bartender that wouldn't serve you a drink.
Worth it. Boosted!
Boosted. Oh. So good.
Give him the Tokyo Drift. Oh, thanks. More bombs. This game's kind of weird.
Yeah.
Don't you think?
It's kind of amusing.
It's just a little weird, though.
It is.
Like,
Strange.
just a little weird. It's totally bonkers! Out of all their videos, that one I think is by far my favorite.
So good.
Like, some of them aren't that great, but that one, man. How many people have these exploding chakrams or something in their houses? I mean, I'm not complaining. I'll take as many of those as they'll give me, but I think it's a little weird. It's not trying to do it. Okay, so 4 hits. Yeah, that gives you health. Sucking their blood.
Mm-hmm.
The necromancer had offered me no warning as to what my resurrection would entail, and yet I must confess in my haste I had not sought one. Was his gift a curse? I would seek the pillars for an answer.
Anyways, it was a necromancer. He looked pretty demonic.
Yeah. Well. God.
This map. It's cool, like, lets you know.
Yes.
I can go down there, maybe? Should I go back? Maybe the hidden path through the woods or something?
Maybe.
Doesn't look like it. Does it?
No, it doesn't.
Maybe you need to be like a bat or something.
Oh.
Or maybe it opens up later or something.
And come back in a later
Yeah,
time.
but the fact that you can just open this giant map and scroll around,
Right.
super handy. If you're like, where the heck do I go?
Yeah, I like that it shows you where you are, actually.
Yeah.
That's pretty handy.
Well, it's like Diablo, or not Diablo, Doom and Duke Nukem and stuff. You can just open up a top-down map with like the entire level to help you figure it out. Where the heck? Which games did that? You just look at a map to figure out where the heck you are.
Yeah,
Oh,
right.
throwing knife in. Well, you're dead. You're dead. You done, son. You try to not suck. What?
Not exactly sure.
Hey, Victor. Ah!
Oh!
I forgot.
Don't go in there.
Almost dead now.
Melt.
I didn't know vampires were allergic to water. Oh my god. Dude, that almost killed me.
Holy water or something.
Hey, Victor! I'm dying. Can I make it?
Don't do it.
I think I need just like mist form or something.
Oh.
Oh, it said like wolf form, you can jump over the water.
Gotcha.
It's not a spoiler because it's in the manual.
Right.
The manual's a spoiler.
As daylight chases darkness, the vampire's power wanes.
Okay.
I know. That noise.
The pillars of Nosgoth.
Nosgoth.
Even in life, few sights have moved me such as this. I marvel that such beauty should grace our dying world.
Okay.
Got it.
Well, hello, Mr. Fancy Pants. What's that from here?
I don't remember.
Evil Dead movies.
Oh.
I don't know. Probably the second or third one. Probably the third one, I would guess. Just based on how silly it is.
Random portal. That's nice.
Okay. Well, I'm doing something at the pillars, so. Oh. These are all the worlds I have to go to.
Oh, I bet you.
Like one, I have to get an item from each one of those colors.
Has shattered our dreams and blinded you.
Keep your distance, or I'll send you back to hell, spirit!
There is nothing left of me to fear, vampire. I'm only a shadow of my former self, Ari, the balance of the Circle of Nine. Even so, I can provide the answers you seek.
I seek only a cure.
There is no cure for death, only release. You must destroy the sorcery that is now poisoning Nosgoth. Only then will you realize peace. The 9 of the Protectors of Hope were sworn to use their powers to preserve our world. Now these pillars have been corrupted by a traitor. My murder at the hands of this beast drove my love Napraptor mad. Now he spreads misery and pain among the Circle, crumbling the very foundation of
Like stitching his eyes shut.
You must restore balance. You must right the pillars of Nosgoth.
I care not for the fate of this world.
Then for yourself,
Five
Kain,
heads.
Oh, she's like.
beware the unspoken.
Why was he stitching his eyes shut?
You know, that's a great
It's
question.
just
Because you play too much Oddworld.
Napraptor, with his blind act of vengeance, threatened to destroy all of Nosgoth. Each Circle member was bonded to the pillar he served. The pillars reflected the mental state of their servants, and as the minds of the Circle degenerated and descended farther into dementia, the pillars crumbled. To restore them, each member of the Circle had to die, and the artifact that served as their link to the pillar had to be returned. Only when all the pillars were restored did Ariel claim my curse would end. And so, my hunt for Napraptor began. The pillar of the mind.
So these are all the bosses.
Looks like a brain.
The pillar of conflict.
Gotcha.
These are all the bosses and stuff we have to fight.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Nope, let's go.